Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Music Mondays. We have a special surprise for you. It's Jake.
Let's talk about that. Just kidding. Brett and Link, please don't sue me.
Yeah, because they watch our podcast. They're really into it, actually.
I don't know. I met them at a bowling alley once, so we're basically. I met Brett and Link at a bowling alley in Hollywood, California, and it was the best experience of my life.
Did you hang out with them?
They were with their kids, no.
That's so cool. You were like, I'm one of your kids now.
Yeah, it's like, sorry. Hey, mom and dad, I'm just gonna go with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, can I get another round, please?
Another round.
Of bowling?
Oh.
Yeah.
Of Jameson.
Drunk at a bowling alley with Rhett and Link. It's fine.
Oh, bowling is the most dangerous drunk sport.
Yeah.
Heavy things flying.
That was my foot creaking. Sorry.
Oh,
you look
I
so
was
confused.
like, there are ghosts in
That
this
was my
apartment
shoe.
or
Just
whatever.
so you're prepared, there will be people yelling in the hallway. Someone will probably slam a door.
And this toilet might flush.
Yeah, there's a toilet that
Oh,
flushes through this
yeah.
pipe, so it's pretty aggressive.
Cool.
No
Very
one
quiet.
out there can hear it, and we always think that they can.
Because it's
we
so
can hear it.
extremely loud. Oh,
So
my
it's-
phone's on Do Not Disturb. Continue. I just gotta.
Oh, are you buzzing?
I think so.
Or was that me? It was me.
Who knows? That was loud because that was my phone.
Oh, no.
It's
Not
fine.
up there.
Just do
You
that.
can. You know what? This is
A
free
safe
space, and
environment.
you can put your phone wherever.
Throws his phone across the room.
Really classic start to the podcast. Where
Yeah.
It's been like 2 minutes and
Been
we haven't
30
even said
minutes
who
Hey,
and
we're
that's
we're
fine by
talking
me. So
Yeah.
what are we talking about today?
Who are we talking about?
Oh, that
about. Fuck, that was weird as shit.
That's cute. No, you should keep that. So today we're talking about the 1975's Babies, also known as Pale Waves. They are a British goth pop band formed in 2014. They consist of Heather Baron Gracie, my goth GF, who is vocals and rhythm guitar. I believe it's pronounced Kiara Doran. She's their drummer and she kicks ass. Hugo Silvani, who is lead guitar and vocals, although I've never heard his vocals. And then Charlie Wood, who is bass and keyboards. Hugo's cuter than Charlie, and anyone who says otherwise can fight me.
You know, girl drummers are just inherently better than boy drummers.
Oh, yeah.
In my opinion.
Have
just
you
because they're badass.
You ever seen Gilmore Girls?
Yeah. Have you ever seen Scott Pilgrim versus the World?
Yeah.
Yeah,
They're just so
no.
good. They're just so much
Kim.
better. All right, sorry. Sidebar. Continue. That's gonna happen a lot. I'm just
Sidebar?
gonna interrupt with stupid stuff.
That's fine. I'm good with that. Am I keeping going?
Yeah, if you
Uh-huh,
want.
awesome.
Jake, this is like Jake's love of his life.
Yes.
So
Oh, you don't understand.
that's
This
why
band,
he's
like,
guesting. We also love him. So
It's been a long time coming.
so kind. I love this band. I discovered them when Dirty Hit Records, which is the 1975's label, put them on their mixtape playlist on Spotify. And I was like, oh, Pale Waves, that sounds awesome. And their first album art was black,
Yeah.
completely black. And I was like, oh, shit, this is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
And then Lorde put them on her Homemade Dynamite playlist, which is also on Spotify. Shout out to Spotify, sponsor me. And that is the other place I discovered them, where I was like, oh, this band, I discovered them first through Dirty Hit, and then second through Homemade Dynamite, which was really cool, because Lorde means a lot to me.
So clearly, you had to listen to them and fall in love with them because if they're in those two places,
Yeah.
then obviously they're good.
Yeah.
Which they are. They're very good. And I mean, I was telling them earlier, if any of you listen to Fickle Friends, that's who it kind of reminds me of a little bit. I mean, that's where my mind went first. What song was it? I think it was One More Time. There's an intro to one of them. Sorry, I gotta go find it because
Do it.
now
Find it.
I'm thinking about it, and I never remember song names because I'm a piece of
Oh,
garbage.
I can-
So
I'm not going to, but just between you and me, I could sing every song on this album right now.
you should.
From beginning
I
to end.
think it might.
Except for
be.
Loveless Girl, because they use a vocoder, and I can't do that. Yeah.
I think it might be Came In Close. I don't know. It's one of them. It sounds like. Anyway, if you
Yeah.
listen to Fickle Friends and you also listen to Pale Waves, you will see.
They do
some
have a
similarity.
very poppy pop sound, which is surprising for a goth pop band. And then you get to She.
Yeah.
Whoa.
And you're just like,
And then she talks about her insecurities and rips my heart out. And I cry every time I listen to that song. Fun fact.
Mhm.
So if you ever see me crying with my headphones
You're
in,
gonna
it's either
really,
that
You're gonna really hate me.
or do you not like it?
I like it. I just said that I don't think it fits on the album.
Oh,
But-
okay. I can see that.
But I do like it.
Yeah.
But that was on my shit I don't like category, and I was like, oh, don't be mad.
For
Because I don't
me-
like it. I
oh,
don't
no.
dislike it in
No,
that
no,
way.
no.
So
That's fine. For me, so I compared them to the 1975 at the beginning. I stand by that comparison. They're like the 1975 but poppier, and She is like a throwback to the 1975 second album, which I could go into the title of, but we have precious time.
It's okay. We have all the time in the world. You can say whatever you
Cool.
want.
Yeah.
I don't remember it. I was trying to excuse myself
Oh.
from saying it.
Okay, well.
Damn, am I a fake fan? No, because I just spent $70 on tickets, so I'm not a fake fan.
I know they're going to be in Cincinnati, too.
The Nasty Natty.
And I might. I'm gonna
Wait,
try to
come
do
to
that.
Chicago with me.
Okay.
It's the Wednesday of
Really
senior
takes it.
week.
Okay.
Yeah, dude.
Let's
I
go.
already have a group going.
Let's all
we could
go.
like caravan to
Oh my God.
1975.
We sleep in our cars.
Yeah. Oh my God, I'm van certified. Shout out to Purdue. Just kidding.
I'm not.
Mitch, I'll never do that. Sorry, Purdue dad. Wow,
Alright.
I've already. It's been like what, 10 minutes, and
No.
I've already said the stupidest shit.
No,
That's
we.
okay.
That's literally
Oh,
what
am
this
I allowed to
podcast
curse?
is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Yes.
We
Cool.
don't give a shit.
Sorry,
But the
everyone.
first like 2, we were like, ooh, like maybe don't, and then I just gave up, and I was like, fuck this.
Yeah, and then we were like politics, cursing.
Oh yeah. If we get into
Environment.
politics, I'm gonna
Oh
curse.
wait,
Oh,
we're
man,
man.
supposed
We shouldn't go down
to.
that road. We'll be here for hours.
We're not
and
supposed
days.
to.
We're not supposed to.
But we kind of hint at it.
Oh, because this
We
is
do
like.
like a wink, wink. Be sure to vote, kids.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah.
Vote. If this gets me kicked off the show, like that's fine. But like vote. Like
Yeah.
There's just gonna be like a
yeah.
every time you talk from here on out.
Oh,
Cool.
man.
Then I can say whatever I want.
Yeah.
Purdue doesn't care about liberal arts. Oops.
I mean, yeah. I mean, it's true.
We know that. Yeah.
So they have roughly 600,000 monthly listeners and roughly 100,000 followers on Spotify,
Mhm.
which is pretty decent for
Yeah.
somebody like a group that has only been out for not even a year, technically.
Yeah.
Like they haven't, or at least on Spotify, they've
Yeah,
only got
they've-
their EP and their album.
I mean,
They've
they're
been
only 4
around
years
for-
old. That's really not that old.
Yeah, and they have been on Spotify since at least last fall. Because I remember listening to them when I was sad last semester and sad this
I've
past
heard of
semester.
them.
Oh,
I was like saying, I was like, God, I've heard of this band so many times, but I've never listened to them. But then I realized that I've heard of them so many times because Jake tweets about it a lot.
Oh God! Why does anyone follow me on Twitter? No, that's fine. You can roast me.
No,
I can take it.
I like all of your tweets, and then you like a lot of my tweets too, which I really appreciate.
Yeah, I do.
You're always there for
Yeah,
me.
I stand
These-
my followers.
I have like people that like my tweets all the time are these two people. They like all
I
of them,
literally
and it's so
retweeted your
great.
tweet about coffee in 17 seconds.
That's
I
impressive.
clicked out of the app. I hit home, and it was like retweet by Taylor Dodson. I was
Yeah,
like, great.
that's
Yeah.
how you know who your real friends are.
Yeah, truly.
Oh,
I'm
why does
surprised
this
I
have
don't
me
have
logged
notifications
in?
for your tweets on.
Mark Zuckerberg is watching me. Oh,
Hey, hey, Mark. Hi.
hey Mark.
Hey, y'all got zucked. Was that Luke that said that?
Yeah.
But on
Zuck.
Spotify, all they have is All the Things I Never Said and My Mind Makes Noises.
Yeah, they don't have any of their singles on Spotify anymore.
Yeah.
But
Do you
they
wanna-
all
do you
got
wanna talk
swallowed
about
up by the
how
album.
upset you were about the one song not being on here?
Ugh, okay, so to clarify, I love this band and I will never speak ill of them. At least I thought so until, well, if you look at the track listings of the EP and the album, none of the EP songs are on the album. And I was really looking forward to having all my Pale Waves fandom in one place, and now I have to buy 2 things. Although I did, so
You're like, I did it anyway. They got
yeah.
me. Business model.
Stop
Never-
looking at pictures of them. It's not fair, Taylor.
Never seen a woman pull off red eyeshadow.
Oh, yeah.
Better.
I love, so
Heather.
when I saw them live back in March, there are 2 things that stuck out to me. One, that Heather Barron Gracie is the most incredible human being. Like, I've never seen anyone who, like, you know that phrase, like, takes your breath away, and people use it, like, all the time, and it never actually does anything? She walked out on stage, and I, like, legitimately couldn't breathe for, like, a second. I was like, oh, no one is allowed to look like that.
That's
and here
that
she
shit
is.
we do like.
Yeah. And then Hugo and I can't even remember the other guy's name.
Charlie?
Charlie? I always thought it was Danny. Charlie.
It's Charlie.
It's Danny
Well,
now.
so one. Yeah, sorry, Charlie. Your name is Danny. They are. I say this with love because they're very talented men. I could not tell them apart. Oops. They look identical up on stage, although they play different instruments, but yeah.
That's okay.
Again, very talented boys, and we stand them, but Are you good over there?
I had a minor malfunction, but we're good.
Oh.
So,
Taylor's just yelling in the background.
I just heard like a scream in my headphones.
this album, fairly new, came out in September 14th.
Yeah, it did.
It's their first full-length album.
There's a lot of songs on it too.
Mhm.
There's like 120 songs on this album. Can you believe it?
Really?
There are
I'm assuming-
14.
Yeah, you're off by like a factor of 10. It's cool.
It's fun.
It feels like 140 if you put it on repeat and just let it play.
Which
10
is what I've been
times.
doing.
Yeah,
this
there
whole
you
week.
I just wish that there were 15
Oh,
because I don't like when it's not like a 0 or a 5.
really?
Like
I
if
would
it's-
find me an album that is a 0 or a 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have problems with a lot of shit. Like I'm one of
Yeah,
the
Taylor's
I have
like,
a
I don't
lot of
listen to music because none of them enders in 0s or 5s. So
jokes
like,
on all of you. I don't listen to anything.
Yeah.
Taylor
Um,
comes in all of this totally. I like tell Taylor about it before we record, but
Yeah.
then in
We're all
reality,
looking at our scripts right now.
yeah. Even though
Look at
she's
Taylor.
the one that literally carries me through every episode because I have just no idea what's going on ever.
That's
so
okay. I'm one of those people that if I'm like turning up the volume, it has to be either an even number, a 0 or a 5. But like if
That
it's at
leaves out
14, if it's 14 or 16, it has to be at 15.
Okay.
see,
That
this
is a very complicated way
this
to live
is
your
this
life,
is
Taylor.
this is
Yeah.
a little sidebar, but I think this is why Taylor and I get along so well because we perfectly balance each other out because we are each extreme to that end. I could care less about literally anything at all.
If I'm in
And-
your car and you turn up the volume, I can't look at the radio because I know that you put it on like 13.
Taylor, I have a question for you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the number 69?
I don't care about it.
Okay.
Um,
I'm leaving this podcast.
I can't wait till we get to episode 69.
Oh, let's get there. Can I
Taylor
get featured on
Taylor is
episode-
having we're gonna be 37 and nobody's gonna be listening.
mhm.
Taylor, I bet you were excited about last week. You know,
It was
episode
episode
20.
Mhm.
We
Yeah.
ended in 0.
Oh yeah, we
This
never
is-
said this is episode 21, guys.
Oh,
We can legally drink.
Yay! Shots on me.
Shots on me.
Can we talk about? Can we talk about alcohol? We can't talk about politics.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, we're all of age, so
yeah.
Cool.
And even if we weren't, they wouldn't know.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm 12 actually.
I'm
My
actually-
voice got really deep really fast. Actually, I did shave today, so I have a little baby face.
Good.
I'm sad that I
Happy
missed
for
this
you.
denim memo. I feel left out.
Yeah, dude.
This is called I wanted to wear a jacket, but didn't want to wear my fall jacket, so froze my ass off all day for fashion.
Cool.
Yeah, I have
Why
a-
did you do that? Does your jacket have a 1 or a 2 on it? Oh, 2's an even number. Never mind. Disregard.
You're never invited back.
Okay. Goodbye.
Thanks, guys. See you next week. That's all we have.
No, don't do that. Don't fake sign off. People will actually leave.
No, don't leave. Don't leave. No.
Do you want to
So-
talk about our faves?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Okay. Leah, you go first.
My favorite. It was really hard for me to pick because I like so many of them. I think I landed on Television Romance.
Mhm.
There was me not knowing names. There were 2 of these songs that sounded really similar to each other, and I was like, they should mash up their own song because that would be banging. I don't remember what it was, so I guess it doesn't matter. But yeah, that was my favorite one. It's really good. I
I
like
love when you don't
it.
write down your thoughts. It's fun to the document.
I worked on it at work the other day, and by worked on it at work, I mean I wrote down what I liked.
Proud of you.
Bye.
Mhm.
But I mean, in the past, I noticed that like today. In my defense,
Yeah.
I noticed that like today on the way here.
I-
Listening to it.
For my favorite, last night I finally chose one, and it was There's a Honey, and then I was listening today, and I was like, no, my favorite's Television Romance, and then I looked at the document, and you already put that, and I was
Sorry.
like, well, I guess it's gotta be There's a Honey. So.
It's okay. He chug. No, I do it all the time. It's fine.
Did you say he chug?
Yeah.
like he walk.
He walk.
That's my favorite thing. When a dog walks by, I'm just like, oh, look at him. He walk.
Do you want to hear something really beautiful
Yes.
that I saw the other day? I saw a black lab puppy, a
Yep.
husky puppy, and a corgi meet each other.
Wow.
I transcended.
Wow, what a beautiful life you're living.
I know.
There's a girl on campus that has a really beautiful black, really big,
Greyhound, Mastiff,
no,
Fluffy boy.
skinny, tall boys.
Greyhounds.
No, The really big ones.
Great Danes.
Yes.
The one
it
that
has-
is like a horse.
It's like the biggest Great Dane I've ever seen.
It's a horse.
And
You
it
could
has,
get on it and ride it on campus.
Yeah.
Who
It
needs
has the most
birds
beautiful coat.
when
It's
you have that
Horses.
giant
so
dog?
shiny.
Horse
Like, I
is
want
the
to know its
next-
hair care routine. Because its hair is so shiny.
Oh man.
What kind of shampoo do you use on your dog? Because, in case you didn't notice, I got a bad haircut and it's too short and I want it to grow and look beautiful. So, let me know.
Oatmeal.
About your haircut?
Oatmeal.
I thought we were
Leah,
past that.
your hair looks great.
Thanks.
I messaged you 2 minutes after you posted on Instagram
did.
about your hair, and
You did.
I'm here to stand
And
your hair.
I appreciate all of the hair support, but I have my ups and downs. You know, I like it a lot sometimes, but I also just wish it wasn't short anymore.
I told her that she.
I broke him.
No, I'm just laughing at the phrase hair support. Like, I'm calling it hair support.
That's our band name, hair
That's
support.
what hairspray
That is a
should be called.
great band name. TM.
Yeah, sorry
That's
guys, you
ours
can't
now.
have it.
Yeah, sorry, hair support if you already exist. I'm looking you up on Spotify. I know
Probably.
you
Wait,
don't exist.
hair support, but it's just. Isn't air support a band?
Air supply.
Hair
is a band.
supply. Hair support. The
Hair
air
support.
supply cover band.
It's not even the same. Like it's.
I'm getting the URL hairsupport.com.
Okay.
Hair.support.
Hair.support.
And
Dot .org. Dot .edu. Dot
Yeah,
net.
come buy it from me, L'Oreal.
Yeah, we sign our record label over to L'Oreal.
No,
Honestly,
never.
whoever.
Big Shampoo will never take this from me.
Big shampoo. Honestly, whoever
Big.
called hairspray instead of hair support really fucked that up for everyone.
Yeah.
That's why you should let me name things. I'm just saying. I'm really good at making names for things because I keep it. You're always gonna know what I'm talking about because it's gonna be literal.
Can you
All the
imagine
time.
the musical Hairspray renamed Hair Support?
No. What the? Oh yeah, it says just amazing live performers. It's raw.
It suggests that I should say performances, but no,
You know what?
I will die on this hill. So my fave, going back,
Yeah.
bringing it
Let's
back.
bring it back to what we're supposed to be
Yeah.
talking about.
Well, my fave is Heavenly, which is on the EP, but on this album it's Drive, which is Heavenly, but on the album. If that makes any sense. I like their like really hard poppy stuff, where it's just like shimmery synths and like, you know, really like, yeah, just chorus driven, like very, yeah. I think
I know what you mean.
that's my
I can-
jam.
Yeah.
You know, as
Hair support with opening act, shimmering synths.
Shimmering Synths would be a good band name.
It would.
But then it would have to be an acoustic band.
Yeah.
Yeah, no
synths.
synths allowed.
You chose the longest song on the album.
I did?
Would you like to explain it to me?
I don't feel
Taylor,
like I have to
Taylor
explain
very much
myself.
does not like anything that's longer than 30 seconds.
It ends
which
in
I
a
kind of.
It ends in a 5, Taylor. It's 4:15.
I know.
is.
Well,
ends in a
if we're
5.
ignoring she, because she's also 4:15.
Why are we ignoring she?
Because I don't think she belongs here.
I
I
unfortunately have to agree. I think it's a great song, but it's just everything else is so like beep 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 beep, and then it's you know.
I will stand by she,
It
which
felt
sounds like a super grammatical like disaster
by
of a
she.
sentence, but she is a song that maybe it's because I've seen it performed live.
It is. It's a beautiful song, and it does shred you.
Yeah,
when you listen
it
to
rips you open and punches you in the heart.
But just like in listening to the album as a whole.
Oh, I think.
It-
Okay, can I pose a question?
Yeah.
Instead of talking over you, I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine.
I'm being a man right now, and I hate
How
myself.
dare you?
I know. I'm trying.
Get out.
Did I button this right? I did. Cool. Haha. Radio is cool. If they had moved it down by Carl, because Carl is another very
Yeah.
slow song, do you feel like it would have changed the way you felt about it? Or do you think
Maybe.
that it just doesn't belong in the album at all? Because if then, I would have to pose that they eliminate Carl too, and I will also stand by
Yeah,
Carl.
no, I didn't have the same feeling towards Carl. Maybe it is because, like, yeah, it might just be placement in the album. Because I like the song a
Mhm.
lot. And, like, I have, like, shuffled it a little bit. And I feel like when you're listening to it, like, less critically, I guess. And
Can we
kind
just
of,
talk about the fact that Leah just said she shuffles albums?
Well, no, like, like, I listened to it in order multiple times, but like when you forget to turn your shuffle off and you just like hit play and it's just on from like a playlist or
Oh,
whatever.
that breaks my heart every time.
I'm sorry.
Especially because, like, I'm a person who listens to albums, not songs.
Mm.
Like, I sit and listen to a whole album all the way through, and then I try to make it through the album again, next time I listen to it. Obviously, I'll pick out songs. I'm not a crazy person.
Yeah.
But I think for me, growing up singing, I think about songs in sequence, and I always sing along to music. Like, I'll always be humming along or playing the drums or something. And if it skips to the next song and the song isn't the song I thought it would be, then that ruins the whole experience for me.
Yeah, no, I understand that, and it's
That's a sweetener.
Ooh.
Like, if there's an album that I can think of right now that I do that with, it's Sweetener.
For me, it's, God, I'm looking up this album title. I'm so sorry.
mine. I mean, I do have. I mean, like Walk the Moon's my favorite band, and when I listen to their album, that's that album for me. Like
Oh.
that I listen to it only in order.
Which album? Which Walk the Moon
Their
album?
newest one.
Oh.
Yeah. What if nothing? That's
Yeah.
just like one of my favorite albums
So-
ever that's happened. So.
The 1975 second album. We can go back and edit this in when I forgot the name the first time, right?
No, we don't edit this at all. We just put
Cool.
random pictures in here
Cool,
and there.
cool.
Yeah, you can just remember it now. It's okay.
It's just a
It's
long
called I
giant
Like
album.
When You Sleep, For You Are
Oh,
So
yeah.
Beautiful, Yet So,
So
Unaware of
long.
It. The most pretentious album title of all time. That album is beautifully organized.
Mhm.
It is
I agree.
a ride that tears you apart. And I think that My Mind Makes Noises is a similar sort of ride. It's just a very soft ride.
Mhm.
A very
I
poppy
think
ride.
I think that maybe if they did move, I mean, I don't know anything about anything, so like this is just my opinion. It was just kind of like, I don't know. I was on a little bit of a high, and then it was kind of like, which I'm sure that was intentional, obviously, but
Stop.
yeah, I don't know, cause I didn't feel that with Carl. I felt like that was a wrap up. So
Yeah, Carl is. So, you've listened to their EP, obviously, right?
no.
No.
We only did our research. on My
Really?
Mind Makes
Okay,
Noises.
so there's a song on the EP called My Obsession. And that song, oh my God. So she performed it live. And then as we were driving home from the concert, my friend and I were listening to an interview Heather did with BBC Radio. And she talked about how the song My Obsession, or Favorite Obsession, is about her grandfather passing away, and it's from like her grandmother's perspective, or vice versa. Her grandmother passed away, written from her grandfather's perspective about like the love that they had. Oh my God, this song is like some
Okay.
real sad hour shit.
It
Like,
reminds me of Leon Bridges has a song that's the love story between his grandma and his grandpa.
my grandma and grandfather got divorced, so I will never.
Same.
One of my grandpas
mean-
had 4 wives.
One pair is very in love and very cute. The other pair is very much not that.
I have a lot of
So-
grandparents.
I have.
I do too, because my parents are also divorced.
Yeah.
So
My parents are together. My grandparents are. Well, I have one set of grandparents that are like together, but like I just grimaced for those of you who are listening.
yeah, there
Family.
are.
We're just going through our family trees.
Yeah. So it all started.
It all started
When
when
I
I
was
was
born.
born. Yeah.
But yeah.
No, that makes me okay. Also, this is completely irrelevant, but as my roommate was listening to Justin Bieber 22 minutes ago, and I'm mad.
Oh, you're looking at the friend activity on
Yeah.
Spotify? Let's see who my friends are listening to.
Caroline, what are you doing?
I have
At least
Bryce
it's like
on
new
here.
Justin Bieber.
I have Bryce on here, and
Oh, Bryce.
it's fun to watch what he's listening to.
Sad boy music, 24/7.
Sad boys. That's
What
me.
a guy.
I'm a sad
Oh, I
boy.
need to add the new SEC members on Spotify.
Caleb was listening to Earl Sweatshirt. Anyways,
Anyways.
I like
Taylor.
that this album makes me feel sad but good.
Sad
Yeah.
but good.
It's like it allows you to feel a lot of things,
Mhm.
but not. But the musicianship of it keeps you from sinking too deep
Yep.
into your hole.
See, that's what I
So-
love. That's what I love about goth pop. Is it's so, like I mentioned, like it's very shimmery and very like very pop, or it has this kind of like almost like what is it, sellotape? What is it called? Cellophane, like this like cellophane covering over it, where it's like, oh, it's this beautiful, like very upbeat album. And then when they take this is what I like about She and Carl, is that's them pulling back the curtain a little bit, and them showing you like, this is what we're singing about. Because if you just sit and listen to the musicianship, if like they released an instrumental album, it would just be pop.
Yeah.
But the lyrics are so just like heart-wrenching. You just have to sit and actually listen to them.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I mean, yeah.
Sheen,
Where was I
that's
going with
the
that?
word
I can't even make a sentence. I agree. And it's like when, I guess I'm kind of glad that, like, the first time I listened to this album, it was like for this, because it made me like pay more attention, you know? Because it's, I mean, not that I don't pay attention to music when I listen to it, but just like, I listen to music constantly, like when I'm doing everything. So it's like I'm not always listening into it to listen to it. It's just like on
totally feel
because
that.
that's just I just need that background, you know? And so it's like, oh my God, I just missed the arm of the chair and like fell. So yeah, like listening to it for the podcast for the first time was like, oh, okay, I can like really listen to it and feel a lot of things. So,
Yeah, the album is like going on a nighttime drive, just like being in your feelings, but you're kind of feeling good. And then you slam on your brakes with She, because you like almost had deer or something. That's like a thing in Indiana. We don't have deer in California. Well, we do, but they're not around where I'm from.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, lots of deer. Welcome.
Yeah.
To this.
I have taken many my parents, when I'm back home, they're never going to listen to this. It's fine. They put me in a room that had a sliding door that led out to the backyard. So I would, when I got sad, I would sneak out and drive around at like 3 a.m. listening to melodrama and crying. That was quite the mood. And then I saw her live and realized that album held so much more than just sadness. And I was like, yeah, no, this is like me in an album where it's like, it's a lot of emotions bottled up in one thing.
Yeah.
But we're not talking about melodrama. We're talking about Pale Waves. Although I think that stands for this album as well.
Yeah. Yeah, no, there's a lot. And like you said with like driving around, this is the kind of like, it makes you feel emotions, but it's not like you're like in your depressive state. It's like, it's like you're feeling valid emotions that for some reason when you listen to this, you're okay with feeling them. Because most of the time, like the gross feelings that I feel I don't want. But like sometimes it's like, oh, okay, this is okay to feel this sometimes.
Yeah.
Because it's just, no, it's okay. You know, it's like, and it's kind of like a heart-wrenching refresher, if that makes any sense. It doesn't, but I don't know how else to say it.
So Heather did an interview with Billboard, and about She.
When was that interview? Because she says she's only performed it once live.
So they said that they only played it once live at a festival, and then they didn't play it again until they started their European tour in 2018.
When I saw them, they performed it, and it was amazing.
Yeah, she said that the song was quite new. She said, we've not had it for long. We've only ever played it live once. We're going to start playing it more on our next tour. It's a very personal song and a bit more intense. I'm not trying to hide anything or say something with sweetness down on top of it. It's very stripped back and raw and mainly about the emotion in my vocals. It's one of my favorites to play. I always love playing sad songs.
Oh, yeah.
So everything that we just made up about it was true.
Well, I wasn't making it up.
I know.
Wow.
But
We were, because we make everything
Oh,
up.
I was-
Nothing we ever say on this podcast is even a little bit true usually.
So I was basing it on my live performance, like experience with it, where it came out of nowhere. Because like at the point that I saw them, they'd only released a couple singles. So most of their concert was all new, like all new stuff that I had no idea.
That's a ride.
Oh yeah, that's how I heard Maggie Rogers' tour is, and I'm seeing
Really?
her in a week, and I'm pumped. Anyway,
Oh yeah, because she's only released one or a couple of singles.
she's released her first EP, and then 3 songs off her new album.
So yeah.
Oh, I'm so excited. Anyway, shout out to Maggie. Love her. Yeah, so it came out of nowhere. Like that song, like I said, it's like slamming on your brakes after driving at 60 miles per hour for like a couple minutes, where it just like, it halted the whole room. And everyone just kind of stood there and like watched in awe as Heather just like showed it all on stage and was just like, look at this emotion that I'm feeling. And this, like I said earlier, it's stripping back the sheen that they put on the rest of their music.
Yeah.
Where everything else, like you said, it's these really big emotions that you're feeling, but you're okay with feeling. And then this is like, you have to confront these emotions. Like, here they are in all their ugly glory. Like, face them down, but it's, you know, like, you're allowed to have them.
Yeah.
And I think that's why I will fight for its place on the album, because it's a way of, like, it's almost like a speed bump in your enjoyment of the album, where it's like, just remember, like, they're super sad, and you're super sad, and here's a reminder of it.
Don't forget where you came from. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
I'm not, like, trying to evangelize you to liking
No.
She.
I mean, I like the song. It was just like, it was kind of jarring to like come to on the album, because you are on this like seemingly high from the rest of it, and then it's like, oh God, you
Break
know.
check. Yeah.
It even said on that interview that, excuse me, apparently I'm tired.
Wow. Yawning into the mic. This is great radio.
As if I've gotten more than 5 hours of sleep in the last 3 weeks.
Oh, no. Get sleep.
She said
kids.
that the song had gone through a lyric change before it was put on the album. So the lyrics that you heard in that concert are different from the lyrics on the album.
Whoa. That's awesome. It
You
sounded.
should see if you can go back and like find that.
I have the video on Snapchat.
Yeah.
It's super sad. She is just like, she does this amazing thing with her voice where she does a like wail almost, but like where her voice constantly breaks. Like, she is constantly on the verge of tears throughout this entire album, but she just like keeps it together and keeps on trucking. And I think that, like, at first it was kind of off-putting because I was like, oh man, like her voice is constantly cracking. I'm over it. But like, as you start to like settle into the album, you can see that that's like, she pulls it off, and she has an incredible voice. She is a great performer.
I think that break in her voice gives them a place in the indie world too, because that's like such a typical indie thing. And people try to make their voices sound like that, and she doesn't try to do that.
It's raw emotion.
Yeah. Which is
It's
cool.
really cold, by the way.
Really cold.
Okay. It's,
Oh,
I
I
mean,
You're
it's
wearing two
always it's like
jackets.
always cold in here. I
One
feel
jacket.
like
This is a shirt. It just has a hood. It's a hood shirt.
hood shirt.
Hood shirt. Hoodshirt.com.
I also said that.
Oh, I hope that's nothing bad. Let me look that up.
I just want to highlight this. How long has this been going on? How long have we been talking?
a decent amount of time.
Well, it's
But it's
loading for a long time, which makes it
80s
even
goth
more.
pop
Power,
revival,
yeah.
revival make it back.
Oh, yeah. So have either of you listened to a little band called The Cure?
I've heard of them.
Okay.
I probably, they're not one of those bands that I would hear a song by them and be like, that's, that, you know.
Yeah. Well,
but-
if you listen to The Cure, you'll be like, oh, that's Pale Waves. Very, very similar.
Well, I'll do that. I'll have to do that afterwards.
Yeah.
So I also said that
Good
this
shirt.
album is nostalgic but still modern. And I think it's the way that her voice is, and like I just said, it fits into indie.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I used to listen to indie a lot when I was younger.
Yeah, it takes me back to when I wanted to be that goth pop girl.
Mhm.
It's like, I used to want to be her,
Yeah.
but
You have her hair a little bit if you parted it down the middle.
oh god, if I part in the middle of like Dwight Schrute, it's real
No, I
bad.
don't believe you.
I know you should.
Dwight Schrute looks like an eggplant.
I too. Eggplant. Quotes from the episode. Dwight Schrute looks like an eggplant. That's gonna
Oh,
be the description.
I
That's
hope
it.
you realize that, like, this will be your most quoted episode because I say the wildest shit. I just, like, I was telling them before. Were you
I
gonna?
was gonna say about Jurassic Park.
Oh, yeah. So at the coffee shop I work at, we have a quote board. Well, it's my quote board because I'm the only one who's ever on it. I just speak my mind constantly. Highly recommend that, by the way.
Yeah.
It feels super
It's
good.
good shit.
Yeah, I don't have anything to hide
I
except for
I
my.
should start that because
Yes.
I'm very.
I did that today.
Yeah, it takes a while, but after you realize that, like, what was that quote Matty Healy put up the other day on Twitter? He was like, once you realize how little people care about what you do,
Mm-hmm.
you stop caring. Like,
Yeah.
you just, obviously I say things I'm conscious of my environment, and I don't just like go around cursing around little kids. Although
Yeah.
that's a whole nother rant.
I don't think that curse words exist. They're just
It's-
another
it's
word
arbitrary.
that people put weight on.
Yeah.
Well, if you think
So
about it,
if a
everything's a
3-year-old wants to
social
say, "Fuck
construction.
Yeah. Exactly.
We're all living in social constructs that we've built in our mind.
Can I get real cliche? Going back to like just speak in your mind.
Yeah.
You know that dumb quote that grandmas always say? It's like, those who mind don't matter, and those who matter don't mind.
I've never heard that. That is
Really?
really good.
Yeah.
There it is.
I like that. I wish my grandma said that more. I'm gonna tell her that. I'm gonna
Tell
feed
your
it.
grandma. Tell your grandmas.
I'll be your
And
grandma.
grandmas, tell your grandchildren.
Yeah, and
There
if
it
you need
is.
someone to tell, you can tell us, and we'll nod in
Yeah.
agreement.
As if
Leah
there's
kind of
any
looks like a
grandmas.
cool hip grandma.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Grandmas are so cool.
I'm really glad because I feel more like an uncle.
You could be an uncle, but you could be like, I think you're more grandma because you have like warm vibes.
Thank you.
Maybe it's just
I'm
my
so
experience, but like other people's uncles are always creepy. My uncles are
Yeah.
pretty cool for the most part.
Yeah.
Cool uncles.
Yeah, but I feel like other people's uncles are always super weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree.
I feel like I'm that annoying cousin that always shows up late,
Oh yeah,
and that's my only.
My only
I
quality.
claim to fame.
My only quality is that I like, sometimes come to barbecues. Like,
Yeah.
I'll
My-
bring you hard candies.
My family's trait, and I've inherited this, is we're the ones to host everything.
Mm.
Like we always want to be the ones in charge of everything. And that's
See,
me.
Susie
I
Homemaker.
want to be that, but I'm like the worst host in the world.
Really?
I'm a very disorganized person, but like not in every aspect of my life, just in the ones that pertain to others. I feel like it's like when it comes to like my schoolwork and like my planner is very like every single move of my day is written out and I check it off.
That's
when
not
I'm
how
done.
hosting goes.
But no, I know. But like, if I was like hosting something, I just like can't put it together. I'm like, come, I guess if you want. I don't know. What do you like snacks? Like, it's just
Yeah.
like I just feel like I'm just.
Well, I feel like hosting is all about expecting the unexpected, because
yeah, I also
Chris's
hate.
power being out until 8:30
Yeah.
on the night when
yeah,
his
shout
party
out to
started at
Chris's
9.
power. Good
Like, the
job.
party started
Good
on
job,
time.
energy company.
Yeah,
I also I
unnamed-
also like.
Unnamed energy company. Oh, never mind. Taylor just dropped
I
it.
named
Who
dropped
I-
it, sorry.
who was it? I don't even know.
Duke.
Was it Duke?
They own
Sure.
all the, or they
I don't know.
electric.
Yeah, monopoly.
They
Is it good?
supply all the electricity to all the places on campus and
Great.
around.
Are they? Purdue has its own energy, right?
Who
We have
knows?
that big stinking power plant out there.
Well, yeah.
Big honking towers.
Big
and all
ol' honking
The
pollution
buses are windmill
machine.
powered. I know that.
that. How do you windmill?
All right, so we had a little mishap. We ran out of room, but I have a 6 p.m. call time and I haven't eaten dinner, so I have to go.
Yeah,
so
go eat that food.
yeah. So
Goodbye, friends.
thanks, Jake,
Yeah,
for being on this.
ow.
Sorry, we just bumped headphones.
Yeah, that was really fun.
So,
Thanks for
all
having
right.
me.
Yeah, so I gotta go.
Goodbye, friends.
So have fun.
I'm
See you next
taking
week.
your
Bye.
place.
Bye.
Hello, my name is now Leah. No.
So, we'll just wrap this up real quick. Things to mention. Follow our Twitter, our Instagram, our Facebook. Everything is at Music Monday Cast. You can find us on YouTube, SoundCloud, Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Overcast, all of the podcasting places. You can find our Friday Faves playlist by searching my name or Music Monday's Friday Faves on Spotify. We are now at 210 songs, so there's a shit ton of music for you to listen to over there. It's quite a ride. There's pop, there's rap, there's
I follow it. I'm one.
now goth pop, there's everything. Next week, we're talking about Greta Van Fleet's new album, Anthem of the Peaceful Army, and we'll put that where Leah's head was. So over
Oh.
there, you'll see.
Down with Greta Van Fleet.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's
Oh,
a great
man.
album. It came out.
It's not a
last
great
week.
album.
You don't like it?
Oh no. Oh, I don't like it at all.
Oh really?
So for me, it plays to this weird like nostalgia fueled like love for classic rock that one I never vibed with. So first of all, I was like, this is not great.
Okay.
But also like it doesn't bring anything new to the table, and I just think it's boring.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's valid.
Thing is, at the end of the day, enjoy the music. If you don't like it, don't enjoy it. You don't have to listen to anything. That's the beauty of modern day is you don't have to just buy an album, and if the album sucks, you could have to, you're stuck with it.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And I think Leah and I both of our dads are really big into classic
Oh,
rock.
my dad is huge into classic rock.
And that's influenced our music taste.
Same.
A lot.
I think
don't know.
that. I'm sorry, I keep talking over you.
No, it's good. So that might be why we like it.
Yeah, I think for me, I would rather go listen to Led Zeppelin. You
Yeah.
know, go listen to actual Led Zeppelin, or
Mhm.
go listen to like Black Sabbath or something.
Mm-hmm.
Rather than listen to this, because it just feels like an inferior version of a product that already exists.
That's valid.
And again, moral of the story: listen to what you want to listen to, enjoy the music you want to enjoy, dance always, sing always, and that's all I have to say.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Jake, for being on the podcast.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
This is like our longest podcast yet, and I'm really happy about it.
Yeah, we had a lot to say about
did.
mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese, lots of good stuff.
Yeah.
When we talked about the album a lot, so
We
I'm
did.
not mad
You're
about
welcome.
the tangents. All right, you guys. We'll see you next week. Have
Yeah.
a musical Monday.
Goodbye.